We have a key early season showdown at the Castle with the winner staying ahead of the pack in the KMAC with Centerburg. It's 3-1 Northmor hosting 2-0 East Knox, and it's live and free on your smartphone, tablet, computer, and TV, and it's coming to you next.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Available to care for your athlete with same-day appointment options. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Castle on the campus of Northmor High School in North Bloomfield Township, Ohio for tonight's KMAC action on a Friday night. It's 2-0 East Knox coming in to take on 3-1 Northmor. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray, and this is a key early season matchup in the KMAC.
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, coming into tonight, East Knox sits at second place just behind Centerburg in the KMAC, and Northmor trailing right behind them in third place. So early in the season, as you made note of, but nonetheless an important one here to see who's going to be fighting for that title.
Golden Knights 3-1 coming into this. East Knox 2-0. Both teams 2-0 in the conference last year. Bulldogs swept the season series. Northmor only with 4 wins last year as well. Their last meeting coming January 22nd earlier this year here at Northmor, a double overtime thriller. East Knox pulling out the 54-53 victory. And let's look more into the Bulldogs of East Knox in our Avita Work Well pregame. And they also sponsoring our team spotlight, head coach Ryan Powell. They are 2-0 in the KMAC. They ran to a district semifinal last year, finished 11-9, 7-5. That's good enough for fourth in the conference. They returned 3 starters, but they do lose 2 all-district players in Weston Mielek, 1,000-point scorer, as well as Terry Jacobs. Their defense has been phenomenal in their first 2 games, allowing only 24 points per game.
Yeah, a couple of parallels, honestly, compares them to their football squad. You know, losing some key guys last year, but still putting up a good record. And here they are again this year, despite losing a couple key players. They're still finding themselves at an undefeated position so far this year and looking to keep that going.
Yeah, the Bulldogs this year are led by Shane Knepp, who you heard his name a few times during our football broadcast. And let's take a closer look at him in the Avita Workwell Player Spotlight. He was a second-team All-Central District player in 2020-21, 12 points per game, 4 rebounds per game. And this year, that's just boosted up, 20.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists.
Yeah, Shane Knepp's really stepped into an offensive leadership role in terms of scoring and just running that offense for the East Knox Bulldogs. As you said, 20.5 points per game. That's a huge jump from last year, so it's obvious he's been working hard in practice, working on his game in the offseason. So a true leader the senior is for the Bulldogs this season. And
he is the lone Bulldog in double figures. Second on the team is Peyton Lester, another name you know from football earlier this year. He has 8 points per game. So you take a look at the Golden Knights of Northmor, and let's take a look at their team spotlight, brought to you by Avita Workwell. Blade Tackett in his second year, only 4 wins last year. They are almost to that mark already. A win tonight would give them win number 4 in game number 5. It took them 19 games last year to get to that mark, so a great start for them. 2-0 in the KMAC, both coming on their last offensive possession of the game. Their lone loss was to a very, very good Colonel Crawford squad here that you saw live and free earlier this season, 61-23. Although in their other 3 games, they averaged 56 points per game, and then defensively, picking up that defensive pace this season, 10.5 steals per game.
Yeah, you're looking at a team that if they hadn't had to play a very, very good Colonel Crawford team, which I think they can take away a lot from that game learning experience, you're looking at a team that would probably be 4-0. So Blade Tackett's got them playing really great basketball over here right now. And honestly, another football comparison, but a team that only had a few years last year on the football field, very successful this year, and have a chance to match their win total from last year tonight. So,
and one of the main reasons, the play of guard Grayson Cass. He had the game-winning shot at Danville. One of the team leaders, one of the leading scorers alongside Graham Bentley in double figures this year, 10.8 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, and 3.8 assists per game.
Yeah, and he hit that game-winning shot last week on an injured ankle somewhere where he brought himself back under his own power, and he's been playing very, very well for them this year, getting it done, filling that second scoring role for the Golden Knights.
So there is Grayson Cass. He hit the game-winning shot against Danville, and then in the game you saw earlier this week right here against Fredericktown, as you take a look at Grayson Cass, Grant Bentley hit the game-winning shot in overtime at the buzzer. But we take a break now for the playing of our national anthem. So now that we've honored America, let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Avita. Work well. First, the East Knox starting lineups. Take it away, Hayden.
Yeah, so we talked about him earlier this year, or earlier in the broadcast. We got Peyton Lester, number 4, starting at guard this evening. Another name we've been talking about, Shane Knepp, number 11, is going to be starting at guard 2 of their leading scorer tonight. Alongside them is going to be Sam Whitney and Dylan Moreland, and then Ethan Ryan at center.
And now let's take a look at the home squad, the home standing Golden Knights from Northmor. Grayson Cass, our player spotlight, averaging 10.8 points per game. Grant Bentley averaging 16. Logan Mariotti, another 3-point threat, averaging 5.8. Andrew Armros, the big guy underneath. And then Max Lauer, who can do it all. He actually, the day after the Fredericktown win, he wrestled for the wrestling squad and got a win in the final match to knock off River Valley by 1 point. The kid can do it all, and there he is, Max Lauer. And let's take a look real quick at our keys to the game, brought to you by Avita Workwell. First, for East Knox, Hayden, what do they need to do?
Well, they got to have good cuts. You know, Travis filled me in, getting to come over and getting to talk to Blade Tackett about what East Knox might potentially be running against them. They make a lot of cuts. They bring a lot of speed offensively. So that's something that they looked at practice this week and tried to simulate. And they also need to dominate the paint. They don't have the biggest amount of size outside of Lauer and Armros, so they need to get it done down low and crash those boards.
And they're led by Shane Knepp and Peyton Lester. And quickly with the Golden Knight keys, consistent pressure. They have a really good defense, and then knock down your shots. That was the Avita Workwell pregame. As we are underway, Northmor gets first possession. Mariotti left side, top of the key. Cass, he will try a 3 straight away off the front iron, and that's going to be rebounded by Sam Whitney. And East Knox with its first offensive possession of the game.
And as East Knox comes down the floor, we'll see how they control and how they want to start their offense, who they're going to look to run through early on here in this contest.
Inside, that is Shane Knepp. The leading scorer kicks out. Peyton Lester for 3, off the iron, no good. Max Lauer with the rebound. Both teams missing on its first 3-point attempt. Cass tries to extend it up to Bentley, knocked out of bounds.
And both teams had good, pretty open looks on their first field goal attempts of the evening. We'll see who's going to be able to get those to get knocked down here early on.
Cass, top of the key. Looking inside, finally finds Mariotti. Left side 3, off the front iron. Again, no good. Back comes East Knox. Knapp quickly, left side, Lester. Off, that was Moreland actually, off the iron. So both teams 0 for 2 from the field to start. Cass driving in and is stolen away. First takeaway of the night. Went into traffic, got it stripped.
And East Knox forces 8 steals a game, so while that was more of a turnover on the behalf of East Knox, on Northmor, look for East Knox to be looking for every opportunity they can get to get the ball back to their side.
East Knox working it around. A lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement without the ball. Knapp driving in the lane. He's going to get fouled. And he will go to the line to try and get the first points of the night on the board. As you take a look at the Victory in the Village replay of that. That was on Mariotti, so that is his first, team's first. Shane Knepp, a very good free throw shooter. 91%. He is 10 of 11 on the season already. First free throw, though, no good, so his second miss. And I apologize, fans, for the announcer jinx this early on.
Yeah, despite the miss there, 10 of 11 so far through your first several games. That's exactly what you want out of your players. Just shows you that those free throw practice work pays off.
He does hit the second, and the Bulldogs on the board first. It's 1-0. Cass driving in the lane, kicks it left side. Grant Bentley. He goes into the lane, back out to Cass. Northmor, they like the drive, especially baseline, then kick it out for the open look. Mariotti looking for Bentley on the sideline.
Yeah, and their ball movement, they swing it very well. They are patient and look for shots like that Armros puts up.
Just out, but offensive rebound goes to Bentley. Armros fakes the three. 2 minutes gone by. East Knox leads 1-0 inside the Max Lauer. Ball fake, puts it up. It's in. Golden Knights lead 2-1.
And that's a nice early look from Maxon Lowry, a very physical player in all sports he participates in. And when I saw him earlier in the week, it was a little bit of a cold start from the field, so good to see him get in the hoop early, boost that confidence.
He averages 8.5 points, 8.3 rebounds per game. He was a big reason why they knocked off Fredericktown in overtime. 3 in the air from Moreland, too strong. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Peyton Lester, who will reset the offense. 5:12 left first quarter, running clock. Winner remains undefeated here in this early KMAC season. Whitney picks up his dribble, gets it inside. That's Ethan Ryan, and first field goal of the game for East Knox goes to him. It's 3-2.
And that was a nice job by Ryan to stick with the play. Armros going for a steal, and he just slipped under him, got a nice easy 2.
Armros to Bentley. He'll try to drive in, spin move, puts it up. Tough shot, gets it to fall.
And Bentley's one of those guys that plays a lot bigger than he is, and I'm interested to see how that ankle's holding up and treating him this week after the injury earlier this week.
He actually showed it to me, said it feels a lot better, but is still a little bit red on the side of it. Tough shot on the other end goes in for Shane Knapp, and he has 3 points. Back and forth we go. It's 5-4.
And speaking of someone else who plays a lot larger than their physical size, that is Shane Knapp for the Bulldogs.
Mariotti for 3. In and out, but there's Armros with the rebound, throws it away. Second turnover by the Golden Knights. Halfway through the first quarter, 5-4. East Knox, they have the ball movement, they have the player movement, but they do like to slow things down as well. 3-4 passes before they even get an open look. It's like the movie Hoosiers. Lester deep 3. Off the side of the rim. But another turnover by the Golden Knights. That's the third. Knapp into the lane, created some space, gets his own rebound. Puts it back up and in. That was a tough possession by him to get the points.
Yeah, and he's an absolute workhorse. We talked about it earlier. Shane Knapp's one of those guys. He's not going to back away from contact, and he's not afraid to pick up a charge if he has to. You're going to want the block, but he's just all over the court, and he's not afraid.
Backdoor cut by Bentley was there, but he missed it, and it turns into an easy layup the other way by Sam Whitney. And the Golden Knights are going to take a timeout as we take a look at the Victory in the Village replay. Watch the passing off the steal. 2-on-1, typical. Run your lane, get the layup. It's 9-4 East Knox.
Yeah, Mariotti was put in a tough position there. It's always difficult. Pick and choose. You can't be on 2 guys at once, so did everything he could there, but just a nice job by Shane Knapp to run that transition down the court off the turnover. And you see East Knox jumping out to a 5-point lead here early. Nothing to panic about if you're Northmor, but you would like to find ways to slow them down. So vice versa, what we're seeing on the East Knox side, offensively, maybe Blade Tackett decides, hey, we want to continue to swing it how we are and slow things down a little bit rather than taking a shot, 1 or 2 passes into the possession.
Shane Knapp, the 6-foot senior, he's accounted for 7 of these points, 5 by himself, and then the assist to Whitney. 9-4 here with 3:09 left. Golden Knights looking for an answer as Griffin Workman checking in now, giving Cass a break. Lauer takes it himself to the hole, and that's a charge. Let's take a look at the replay. Good positioning, and Sam Whitney draws the charge.
And kudos to Sam Whitney because that's a big man coming at you. That's a running back, fullback for football. So nice charge
wrestler.
draw there. Yeah, and a wrestler. So nice charge there taken for the Bulldogs.
East Knox looking to expand on its 2-possession lead, leading 9-4. You're going to see Max Lauer work through a lot of screens. He's going to continue to stay on Shane Knapp. They will not switch those screens with him. Lauer, one of the best defenders on the Golden Knights squad. Top the key, that is Knapp. And I thought about driving, but didn't.
Yeah, I like that tactic because while it's not tremendous, Lauer does offer that height advantage over Shane Knapp as well, so it makes it difficult for him to find looks from the field.
Carson Steinmetz working it around. Caden Sloan as well. He's into the lineup, and Sloan has it, puts it up. In and out, knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Northmor.
Good look there from Caden Sloan off the little post hook, just not able to find the bottom of the bucket. Slips off, it's going to go back to Northmor.
Had the open look, but didn't use the backboard that time. Tried to straight on approach. It goes out. But it doesn't matter as Northmor turns it over for a 5th time here in this opening quarter. Offensively out of sorts right now.
Yeah, and on average, you know, these Northmor Golden Knights turn it over 15 times a game, so wanting to slow that pace down a little bit with 5 already here with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Quick running first quarter here from the Castle. Knapp gets past Lauer, takes it to the hole. Another tough bucket for him. He has 7. Quickly ahead, Workman gets it to Mariotti underneath the bucket, forced it and turns it over again. East Knox with a chance to really expand on their lead here. Up 7. Knapp picks up the dribble, finds Moreland. Back to Knapp. Coming up on 1:15 left as they run their offense once again. Steinmetz now to Moreland.
Now you're starting to see them, you know, their court awareness and their clock awareness as well. They're slowing things down, knowing they have a 7-point lead with a minute to go in the quarter.
Knapp into the lane, over to Sloan. Forces his way up. He missed again. And that'll be saved by Northmor, but taken by Steinmetz and Lauer. Little too much on there. So we take a look at the replay once again. Mariotti with the save, but too strong out to Steinmetz. Max Lauer going 100% at it. Knocks him over. So East Knox with another possession here with 51.4 left in the quarter.
With 45 and ticking, look for our East Knox to slow things down again, start running their offense. A lot of cuts and screens again.
Knapp to the hole, in and out. Rebound to Caleb Chenier. That's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Golden Knights.
And with 30 seconds to go in the first, I think a big talking point in the Northmor Golden Knight huddle here at the end of the first is going to be a lot of just Coach Tackett talking about calm down, slow down a bit. You know, I think we're just seeing a bit of sloppy play from them so far with the ball handling, maybe just wanting to go a little bit too quick. So they're going to want to cut down on those turnovers.
Inside to Chenier. Back out off the hands of Bentley and out of bounds. 7th turnover by the Golden Knights. East Knox with none. Another possession for the Bulldogs here with 25.3, and the way they run it, Coach Ryan Powell's squad probably going to hold for the last shot. Whitney with it. Finds Moreland. He'll try the drive. Stripped out of the hands. So the Golden Knights with the stop. 5 seconds left. 4, 3. Cass to the top of the lane. Over. 3 by Hunter Folk. Banks it in!
Just something about this gym, Travis.
Take a look at the replay one more time. They needed that one. Folk banks it in. Your score after 1. East Knox 11, Northmor 7. You're watching Boys High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Available to care for your athlete with same-day appointment options. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Lender, Craftsman, Dog Dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
A Hunter Falk 3 has the Golden Knights back to within 4. It's 11-7 after 1. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray here from the Castle in a defensive first quarter. And speaking of defense, East Knox turns it over for the first time today. On the other end, Bentley goes to the hole, and he will go to the line for the first free throw attempts for the Golden Knights tonight. As we take a look at the Victory in the Village replay. Quickly ahead, Bentley had space inside, was able to get Ethan Ryan up in the air for the 2 free throw attempts.
Yeah, and while we go down to a couple free throws here, as you just mentioned, Northmor able to force that first turnover, get over the hump. I was very, very impressed. I think, quite honestly, the most impressive stat of the first quarter to me was East Knox not having a single turnover. They averaged 12 turnovers per game so far through 2 games this year, so well below average so far, and that's exactly what Coach wants from them.
Bentley, a 74% free throw shooter, nails both. And just like that, a 5-0 run by the Golden Knights has them to within 2. It's 11-9. Shane Knepp, leading all scorers with 7 points, gets it over to Peyton Lester. The quarterbacking this play.
Yeah, I always look for that, when I see both these guys, a quarterback and quite honestly his favorite receiver on the same team, I look to see where's that connection going to translate to the hardwood.
Mariotti, I think, had a piece of that straight away. Falk again, can't get that one to fall. That was in that in-between going off the backboard again or the back of the iron. Yeah, he misses.
Hunter looked like he was looking for that backboard yet again, which, hey, sometimes that's how it's got to go in.
Inside, tipped away. Whitney able to get it back and put it in for 2.
Nice job by Sam there to stick with it. Again, a little bit of fumbling of the ball, but they're really sticking with and following through with their shots, sitting there in case they got to get an offensive board as well.
Mariotti looked for the backdoor cut, got deflected back to him. Cass fakes the deep 3. He will drive into the lane. And that'll be a foul against East Knox.
So far, it's been a quiet night for Grayson Cass. No points yet through a quarter and a third of a quarter. Normally averages 10.8 points per game. Still looking to get those first points of the night.
Ethan Ryan with his second foul. He will go out for Carson Steinmetz. Inside, Logan Mariotti. Just how they drew it up. Mariotti's on the board. It's back to a 2-point game, 13-11 East Knox.
And Mariotti's a third guy who brings a lot for the Golden Knights. He was a big role in that overtime win as well against Fredericktown. A nice team win, but he's someone to keep an eye on as well.
Right side, Peyton Lester. Back out front to Whitney, works it over to Knepp. Now Steinmetz will try to drive in. Puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebound Northmor. They have a chance to tie or take the lead here. Cass across the timeline. Gets the back door to Bentley. Forces up the shot. He got it. We're tied.
And a great pass there from Cass to Bentley. The hook up there, a nice 2 for the Northmor Knights to tie it up.
6-2 run by the Golden Knights to start the second quarter. We're tied at 13. Knapp into the lane. Gets it stripped out of bounds. It will stay with East Knox, but the Golden Knights now getting the pressures. We look at that great inbounds play once again by Mariotti, brought to you by Victory in the Village. Smoothie and Juice Bar in Mount Gilead. Really good, too. Almost stolen away by the Golden Knights. Knapp into the lane. Lowers the shoulder and gets the fall. Blade Tackett wanted the charge foul, but not enough contact to get the call. On the other end, Cass. Back out, Caleb Chenier. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the half, 15-13 East Knox.
And one threat of the lineup out there for the Golden Knights right now is every single one of these guys on the court can hit a 3-pointer. So, again, I think that's a lot of what they're looking to try and do. But when they can, they like to get those backdoor passes.
Take a look again at that replay, and I think he was able to get just around him enough to where he didn't get enough contact to call the foul. Dylan Moreland called with that foul. Bentley for 3 off the front iron. No good. Northmore, other than the Falk banking 3 at the buzzer, has not hit a 3-pointer. Knepp drives into the lane, easily takes it to the hole for the points. He made that look really easy, Hayden.
Yeah, they got to find a way to shut that down. That's just a simple dribble drive for Shane Knepp there, and he's going to do that every time the paint's left that open.
Falk drives in, too strong. Chenier blocked.
Sam Whitney showing off his size there, and the length of those arms took that one right out of the offensive player's hands.
4-point lead for East Knox, looking to add to it once again. Whitney over the Knepp, gets it stripped away, turnover. Run out to Logan Mariotti, layup shot, got it.
Great full court pass there from Grant Bentley to find Mariotti. That was a difficult pass, kind of cross body, just threw it over there and was able to connect.
And that's Northmore defense. It seems like you beat them, but the defender's still going to come up from behind you and strip you away. That led to the lead out and the bucket, back to a 2-point game. Whitney, top of the key, right side to Steinmetz. Looking inside for Lester, instead goes to Knepp. Straightaway 3, off the rim, no good. Chenier with the rebound. Golden Knights once again with a chance to tie or take the lead. Cass into the lane, kicks it over to Falk. Now to Chenier, 3-pointer. Off the side of the rim. Bentley there with the save, but goes right to East Knox, and they're going to take a timeout. Full timeout for East Knox. This Golden Knight team, they played some close games thus far this season, Hayden.
Yeah, they sure have. I mean, we talked about it a couple times this evening, but buzzer beaters. Last 2 games have been decided on last-second shots. Danville, that was in regulation to win by a point, and then against Fredericktown in overtime. For the sake of Blade Tackett and the rest of the fans here at Northmore, I think they're hoping to avoid this being a thing for them, but you saw another buzzer beater here tonight at the end of the first quarter, so they've shown that they can play well under pressure, and again, they have 3-point shooters all around the board when they have that lineup in. So it's something they do, and they do well, and they can handle the pressure. And it's hard because that's something you can't really simulate the same way you can in practice that you can in a game scenario.
And as you could see right there, Grayson Cass really brought everybody together, tried to drive, kicked it out at the last second, gets the bucket to fall for Grant Bentley. 3 biggest points of his early career as a sophomore. Golden Knights get out to 2-0 in the conference. They trail right now 17-15. Want to welcome everybody in watching on Facebook and YouTube live and free. Folks on Facebook, let us know where you're watching from tonight. I see we have some comments. We'll get you here the next timeout that we get, or next break in the action. But welcome everybody in. Let us know where you're watching from. Bulldogs out of the timeout. Knepp, top of the key, right side to Steinmetz. Looking inside, but can't find anybody. Now they do get it into Lester, top of the free throw line. Looking for the cutter, can't. Gets it back out to Sloan. Now right side to Moreland. Golden Knights really shutting this paint down, for the exception of a couple Knepp drives.
And they're doing a nice job, and they're shutting it down right now with Armros, checked back in, but Max and Lauer still actually out, so the 2 largest paint presences have been out for quite a bit.
And that errant shot rebounded. Cass driving. Bentley corner 3. Doesn't get the bounce to go. Back comes East Knox. Knepp, full speed. Right into Mariotti. Got it to fall, and a late call for the foul. So take a look. Mariotti with the reach. Knepp with the bucket.
Yeah, you saw the contact there. A bit of a delayed call, but one I believe we could see coming out of the result of that. And I'd be interested to see something I just brought up. Maxim Lauer's still out right now in foul trouble, as Travis just enlightened me. 2
fouls. I mean, the way Max plays,
yes,
you don't want him to pick up that 3rd foul here. He might come in for the end of the quarter, but
yes,
also Logan Mariotti now having to sit with the 2 fouls. So Chenier and Falk will get some more time, 2 sophomores.
And foul trouble is something that can come up when you have someone as physical as Knepp who's not afraid of contact and is going to force you to either defend you really well or commit the foul.
Knepp with 14 of East Knox 20 points. They lead by 5. Armros tried driving, pulls it back out, gets the Cass. 2:20 left here in the half. Cass will drive in. Ball faked, and he's going to go to the line, and that's what Grayson Cass does well. As Carson Steinmetz draws the fouls, you take a look at the replay. Gets you up in the air and then forces the shot up.
Yes.
So he will go to the line for 2.
Someone similar to Shane Knepp. He's not afraid of that contact. Took a pretty big blow there. He's going to see if he can dig into this lead a little bit, get Northmor back within 3 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Nails the first. Cass only a 45% free throw shooter. But he nails both there.
Season percentage going to go up a little bit with the help of those two.
Back to a 3-point game. Knepp over the Steinmetz.
And now you're going to see Andrew Armros going through those cuts, staying with Knepp.
Knepp driving in. Can't get the fall. Sloan's right there, and Sloan will go to the line for 2 as he gets the offensive rebound. Take a look at the replay. He was perfect position. Foul's going to go against Hunter Falk, his first, team's 5th.
And Caden Sloan's really been using his minutes to the best of his advantage. He's really been working down in the paint, getting second looks and offensive rebound opportunities for the Bulldogs.
He banked in the first free throw. Eli Carter checking in now.
So on field goals this evening, I believe the backboard's been a little bit more of a help in the rim.
Second free throw, no good. Back under other end. Cass, spin move, forces it up, off the glass and good. Tough shot by Grayson Cass. He has 4 points. It's 21-19. So an evenly played second quarter after East Knox had it somewhat in control after 1.
Yeah, after the first quarter, it definitely felt like East Knox was controlling that tempo and pace of the game. A little bit more even and balanced here in the second quarter. Golden Knights getting some more shots to fall and playing better defensively.
Knepp into the lane, forces it up and gets it. And that is why he's so good. He now has 16 points. Make sure to stay tuned as Cass is fouled. Stay tuned for the Avita Work Well halftime. We will have stats and analysis coming your way here shortly in a couple of minutes. Foul's going to go against Sam Whitney. Only the 5th team foul, so the Golden Knights will have the inbounds underneath the Bulldogs hoop. Chenier fakes the handoff, now gets it to Falk, fakes the 3, he'll drive in, pull-up jumper, off the rim, no good.
Nice ball fake from Falk, but just a tough shot there, mid-stop, kind of a hop step, and just not able to get it to fall.
Nice pass in to Whitney. Knepp got him to bite on him, gives it to Whitney, he has 6. It's a 6-point game coming up on 35 seconds left, and Cass is going to slow it down. And we're going to get a 3-second violation on Caleb Chenier.
So Whitney and Knepp combining for 22, the Bulldogs 25 points, and Knepp just 4 points away from his season average so far of 20.5 points per game. So with 31 seconds left, Knepp has an opportunity, depending on how things go, to already hit his season average for the year.
And it's tough with Max Lauer, one of the best defenders on the bench with 2 fouls, but Coach Tackett knows if they can keep it close going to the half, they'll keep him on the bench to save those 3 fouls for the second half. Under 20 seconds left. Lester over to Steinmetz. Back to Whitney. Chenier now on Knepp. Top the key to Moreland. Now to Lester, puts up the 3. Off the iron, no good. Bentley with the rebound. but it's stripped away, no good, and that will do it for the first half. Your score after 16 minutes, 25-19 in favor of East Knox. We're going to take a break, be back with the Avita Work Well halftime right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health, believe in we.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Back here at the Castle, where your score at the half, East Knox 25, Northmor 19. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray here at the half as we take a look at our halftime statistics brought to you by Avita Work Well. And Hayden, East Knox has pretty much held their own and controlled the pace.
Yeah, East Knox, a lot of the scoring has come out of two guys, and that's Shane Knapp and Sam Whitney, but all the other guys are doing what they typically do. They're locking down defensively. They are such a tough defensive team, and they're making things difficult for Northmor tonight, and that's why you see this as a close game again, 25-19, but Northmor, a team used to scoring 45 to 50 points a game, held to just 19 right now, although we're just at half, but East Knox having their way defensively, Trav.
And Golden Knights known for their three-point shooting, only one, and that was a banked three at the buzzer by Hunter Falk at the break. That's the only three by both sides. Rebounding, Northmor has the edge 13-9, but they turned the ball over 8 times, most of those coming in the first quarter. I think 6 in the first quarter, 2 in the second. East Knox 2 second quarter turnovers as well, but free throws, Golden Knights not known to be a good free throw shooting team. They are 4 of 4 tonight. East Knox 3 of 5, but not a lot of scoring. We thought this was going to be a bit of a defensive battle, but it's anybody's game still.
Yeah, I think both teams don't want to stray too far from what they have going, but if you're Northmor, whenever you're the trailing team, you want to look at what can we do to get back into this lead a little bit, and I'm sure that they want to slow down Shane Knepp to start things off. Maxon Lauer will probably see a lot more court time here in the second half. Still want to avoid him picking up too many fouls too early on, but I think they'll want to go at guarding Shane Knepp just a little bit differently. And on the other side, if you're East Knox, Shane Knepp's got a hot hand tonight, so you want to keep allowing him to do what he's doing, feed the ball around, and if a couple of their other guys start knocking down shots, Peyton Lester's had a couple looks over in the corner that haven't gone yet, but if they get hot, I think that they're capable of putting up points rather quickly.
All right, we're going to take one more break, be back with individual scoring in the second half right here on the Avita Work Well halftime. You're watching Boys High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Just about done with halftime with your score. East Knox leading Northmor 25-19. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. Some individual scoring real quick. 16 points for Shane Knepp to lead all scorers. Sam Whitney with 6. For the Golden Knights, Bentley leads the team with 6 points. Cass and Mariotti with 4. Falk with 3. Max Lauer with 2. Ethan Ryan with 2. Caden Sloan with 1. And this has been your Avita Work Well halftime show. We are back to action. 16 minutes to determine who stays atop with Centerburg, who's winning tonight, aren't they, Hayden?
Yes, as of 10 minutes ago, just got an update that Centerburg boys basketball leads Mount Gilead 22-13 at the end of the first.
Bentley, corner three, off the back iron. Offensive rebound, though, to Northmor. They'll reset. Cass starts the drive, kicks it, tried to kick it to Bentley, but it's turned over.
Yeah,
Ninth turnover for Northmor.
Those wide receiver hands of Shane Knapp coming into play there. Picked that off nicely, but then vice versa. Northmore's going to get the ball right back.
Mariotti with the strip, and quickly he's up court. Into the lane, tried to force it. Gets it back out to Andrew Armros. Now to Cass, and they will reset. Minute gone by here, second half, 25-19 on the Morrow County Hospital scoreboard.
And you're going to see Max and Lauer back in the game as we talked about, matched up with Peyton Lester down in the paint. We'll see how they utilize Max.
Cass fakes the three, gets it over to Armros, pulls it back out, gets to Mariotti. Mariotti will drive down into the paint. He's blocked, gets his own rebound back, though, and puts it in.
And that is why you follow your shot and stick with your shot, my friends. Great effort there after the deflection. Mariotti able to get it back up.
He has 6. It's a 4-point game. Knapp. Armros still guarding him. So Blade Tackett liked what he had in the first half, and it gets Lauer in here, especially with his 2 fouls where he might not, be as susceptible. As there's a turnover by East Knox. 2 straight possessions with turnovers by the Bulldogs in this 4-point game. Cass tried the backdoor cut, but he walked.
It's tough when you have to just stop on a dime like that, get your pivot foot down, but then there's still a little bit of a chance as you take that. Look at that nice replay from Mariotti.
Yeah, Mariotti, you stick with it. Good things happen. 2 minutes gone by here. Only 2 points scored.
Kind of similar to the start of the game, a little bit rough from the field. Here, a little bit more defensive, not as many field goal looks for either team.
Left side, that's Moreland. Tried to drive, picks up his dribble, and gets it stripped away. Another steal by Bentley, gives it to Lauer. Across the timeline. Picks it up looking for Cass, doesn't get it, gets it over to Armros. Now to Mariotti, deep 3, off the back iron. Rebound out to East Knox. Moreland, back to Lester. Tried to find Knapp, but faked it.
The difficulty from the three-point strike continues for Northmor. They're 29% on the year, which not to be confused with three-pointers. It's not a bad percentage, but tonight, not their look.
Moreland almost walked there. Golden Knights picking up the defense here. Down by 4. Lester, in between 2 guys, doesn't get it to fall. Lauer comes out with the rebound. He's stopped, gets it up to Armros. Armros thought about getting it ahead. He does. To Bentley. Bentley is fouled. Smart move by Grant Bentley to draw the foul, and I believe that's going to go against Knapp. So take a look at the replay. Wide open underneath. He knew he was going to get blocked, so instead he fakes it. Gets Knapp up into the air, and he will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, great heads-up play from Bentley, showing that basketball knowledge. One of those where if he just would have continued with his motion, they might have got 2. But that's always, it could have been blocked as well. So when you hear those guys behind you, you have a chance to draw that foul, and that's exactly what he did as he knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
7-point for Bentley. It's a 3-point game. Lester will check in now for Sam Whitney. Second free throw, good. Back to a 2-point game.
And the Knights remain perfect from the line tonight.
Steinmetz, right side. Looked for the pick and roll, but nobody was there. Now over the Knapp. Knapp looking for a screen. Armros all over him, forces in the pass. Nice look on the pick and roll inside. Can't get the fall. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Stripped away. And it will stay with East Knox as we take a look at the Victory in the Village replay. 1 offensive rebound, and I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe, it's always tough when we might have a better angle than the official, but Armros
with the
snatches it.
strip. Gets it ahead to Bentley. Ooh, just over across half court to Grayson Cass. Now Bentley was fine because he didn't have both feet over the line.
Correct.
Fakes the backdoor cut over to Armros. Fakes the three. He'll drive in, loses it, and it's taken away. And then Armros is going to, oh no, they're going to call a jump ball. So he'll stay with East Knox, but there was no foul on the call.
And I like Maxton Lauer is playing very knowledgeable of the fact where he's at foul-wise in the game. You can see him stepping back a little bit from some of those situations he would normally go for.
Midway point of the third quarter, Bulldogs by 2. Top of the key to Lester. Now the Nep. And that's going to be against Andrew Armros for literally running through that screen.
It's one of those tough things about all these cuts as you take a look at the replay. It's very easy to get frustrated with that quickly, and you just want to plow through it. But they're going to get you for that call when you create too much contact there as a defender.
Shane Knepp, top of the key. Right side to Rhine. Back to Knepp. Scoreless here in the second half.
And I think what you're seeing with this lineup that we have on the floor right now is why one of the reasons, besides their tremendous skill, that Peyton Lester and Shane Knepp lead scorers. A lot of passiveness on this offensive lineup in there right now for East Knox. Moreland's had a lot of looks tonight that he has passed up. Sometimes that is not a bad thing, but right now with Shane Knepp scoreless here, they need someone else to step up, take some more shots, and that might be that man right there. Sam Whitney's going to check back in for the Bulldogs.
Whitney will check in for Dylan Moreland. Whitney scored 6 points in that first half. They get it into Lester. Puts up a 3. Off the iron. Rebound to Whitney, though. Both teams with 5 offensive rebounds here tonight. Lester will back up and reset. 3:12 left running third quarter clock. Bulldogs by 2. Whitney waited patiently, gets it to Lester, and that's going to be a charge. Max Lauer, known for taking the charge, gets his position, and he was there, and Lester rolled right through him for the charge.
Yeah, tough situation there. Lauer used his nice observational skills there, set up for it. We have a bit of a discussion. See if this has anything to do with the previous charge called. And I don't believe there's any difference. They're just running that into the scores table.
Nonetheless, Golden Knights once again with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Now 7 turnovers by East Knox. Gets it to Lauer. Lauer, he's going to take it into the lane. Back out Bentley. Almost lost it. Gets it to Armros. Right side, Mariotti thought about getting into the Lauer, but took a second thought about that. Mariotti now corner 3. Off the backboard, no good. Golden Knights 3-point woes continue. Knapp, double team, gets it back out to Lester. Quickly over. Whitney now for 3. He can't get it to go.
The three-pointer has not been either team's friend tonight. That was a nice wide-open look from Whitney. Stroke looked good, just not able to fall.
And then Grayson Cass forces Knepp to foul him, so that's Knepp's second foul.
With 2:23 left to go, East Knox will have a decision. Knepp with 2 fouls.
If it was the start of the third quarter, maybe, but with 2:23 left, I think he can afford one more. But if he does, then he will have to sit.
Yeah.
Cass across the timeline. Looking for Bentley. They get it to him. 3-pointer. I think that got tipped, but it gets right to Armros. Back to Bentley, and he's going to go to the line. Nice ball movement by the Golden Knights after the offensive rebound. And he will go back to the line for 2.
And that was a nice pass coming in to the paint for Bentley from Armros. Not quite behind the back, but kind of one of those where he reached around, wrapped that ball around to him, and able to pick up a couple more free throws, see if the Knights stay perfect from the line. Bentley hits the first.
And
Bentley, he's one of those guys who is one of the better free throw shooters for the Northmor Golden Knights. So he's going to keep things going so far tonight. 7 for 7 from the line as a team.
Misses it, though. Guess the announcer jinx hit you.
Works both ways, I guess.
2 minutes left, third quarter. Bulldogs now by 1. Knepp.
High pass, Moreland able to corral it, though.
And he's going to draw the foul. He got 3 Golden Knights to jump.
Play's been a bit more physical here in the third quarter. Kind of letting them play through that earlier in the first and second quarter. But, now they're really looking for you. They want you to have those both arms up, no contact at all. Only Northmore's second foul of the quarter, though.
And Moreland misses the first. Mariotti, though, that is his third foul, so he will probably sit down for the final 149.
Yep, he's going to sit right now. And Caleb is going to come in for him.
Second free throw makes it. Back to a 2-point lead. 1:45 left, third quarter. Inside the Lauer. Works his way around. Puts it up. Too short, though. Rebound, East Knox.
Max fought for a good open look there, but something that's been difficult for him a little bit this season is connecting once you get that open look, knocking those shots down.
Knepp somehow able to fight his way for 2. His first points of the second half. He has 18. It's a 4-point lead. Cass into the lane. Back to Chenier. Over to Bentley. Bentley drives baseline. Gets it out to Chenier. Chenier for 3. Off the back iron. Lauer there with the rebound. Put back good.
And that's exactly what you're going to get with Lauer. Nice job being physical, being a presence in the paint. Puts it back up. Another offensive board.
Under a minute left, third quarter. Back to a 2-point game. Northmore's held East Knox to 3 points here in the third quarter.
Defense definitely has been the note of the night, and especially here in this third quarter. They've held them to 3 and Shane Knepp to 2.
This third quarter, Golden Knights have a touchdown. East Knox with a field goal. 7-3 Golden Knights here in this third quarter. 30 seconds left. Steinmetz works it in the Rhine. Back out to Steinmetz, almost loses it. He's trapped and tipped off of Lauer out of bounds. It'll stay with East Knox, I believe.
Yes,
And it will. I thought the referee was going over to talk to the other one. He just went to get the ball. 21.2 left. Golden Knights really picking up the defense here in the third quarter, but East Knox playing a pretty good defensive third as well. In the Knepp, 20 seconds. Armrose continuing to guard him. 10 seconds. Almost got it stolen away, but Steinmetz picks it back up. Trying to work it to Knepp. Inside, Rhine puts it up. No, he traveled. 1.7 left, so Golden Knights are just going to grab it and chuck it.
In typical Castle fashion, as we've been seeing now. Now this would be the most impressive of them all, I may argue, if it goes in. So we'll see with 1.7 have enough time for a grab and a couple dribbles.
Bentley, deep chuck off the top of the backboard, and that'll be it for the third quarter. Your score after 3 quarters of play here from the Castle. East Knox 28, Northmor 26. Stay tuned for an exciting fourth quarter right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Available to care for your athlete with same-day appointment options. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
In the words of our Brian Skoronsky, it's money time. Fourth quarter action about to begin here from the Castle. 28-26 East Knox leads on the Morrow County Hospital scoreboard. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray for this battle of unbeatens in the KMAC. And another unbeaten Centerburg. Are they still taking care?
Yeah, Centerburg has a controlling 41-18 lead over Mount Gilead at halftime, so you never want to write a story, but you don't want to finish it or say it's over, but looks like Centerburg Trojans are going to add another win tonight. So
which team will keep with them? We'll find out here in 8 minutes or maybe more. Inbound the arm roast back to Cass. First possession for the Golden Knights in this fourth quarter, scoring 7 in the third. Still with only one three-pointer coming off of a Hunter Folk bank-in three to end the first. Cass spins in the lane, out to Armroast, fakes the three. Back to Cass. Golden Knights running its offense. He gets in. What a move to the hole. We're tied. Wow.
Great patience displayed there by the whole five in there for the Golden Knights right now, and then Cass, absolutely beautiful move to get in for two and tie things up.
First tie since the first quarter. 28 all. Minute gone by here in the fourth. Knepp almost lost the handle, gets it away at the last second. Whitney now into the lane. And they're going to get Chenier, I believe, with a foul. Let's take a look at that. He just blew by him. Cass just blew by the defender.
Yeah, that short burst, I mean, just from a distance of the three-point arc into the paint, really turned it on and made a couple nice moves there to get in for two.
6 points now for Cass. 3 in the air. Another miss. Chenier out with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Lauer. Almost lost it.
Good.
And Blade Tackett is going to get a timeout. Ryan Powell.
Looking for a juggle, I believe.
I think he was saying he did not have possession of the ball, but he did pick it back up. Nonetheless, it's going to be a 30-second timeout for Northmor. And while we do, let's give you some shout-outs on our Facebook.
Get to it.
Mindy, go Golden Knights. Katie Clark, go Knights. Dora Brown, let's go Knights. She always watches the Golden Knights here on DOH Report. Sandy Martin, go Bulldogs. Brian Smith, go. Let's root for both
That's
teams.
what I like, Brian.
Peggy Forshee, let's go Bulldogs. Brian Smith, go Dogs. Chad Richards, let's go Knights. Sydney Ilf, watching from Muncie, Indiana.
A lot of good
Hoosier
basketball played
country.
in Indiana.
Phoebe Cass, let's go Knights. Grayson with a great move to tie things up.
For sure.
And Deb Steinmetz, one of our favorite fans from Howard, let's go Bulldogs. Continue to give these shout-outs on the Facebook. Gary Simpson watching from Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
Mickey Mouse Country watching the Golden Knights and the Bulldogs tonight, live and free on the OH Report as we resume play.
Yep.
Chenier out to Cass. Chance to give Northmor its first lead since early on in this game. Chenier off the back iron. Just missed going down. And back comes East Knox.
Yeah, tough,
but it's stolen away.
Jumper.
Bentley down the middle. Puts it up. Got it to go. Golden Knights lead.
Knepp's going to bring it up very, very quickly to get it down to the corner.
Steinmetz got it to Lester, and Lester with the lay-in. We're tied again. Lester with his first points of the game. He averages 8.
Just going to say, while his average isn't double digits, it's still something odd to see him scoreless through 4 quarters, so that's a good sign for East Knox.
Cass back out to Chenier. He'll drive it on the elbow. What a shot. Sweet stroke by Caleb Chenier. He's on the board. Northmor leads again, 32-30.
And that must be a sweet shot, a sweet spot for Chenier, because that's where he missed from the first time, able to get it down for a pretty swish the second.
Whitney on the other end. Lost the handle for a moment. Gets it back out to Lester. Lester will try to drive, and they're going to get Chenier down on the baseline. Take a look at the replay.
It's always a difficult area of the court where you get down to that baseline where you're trying to fit two athletes in a space of about a couple centimeters. So there's going to be some contact. Just up to the refs to decide how much they're going to allow in that time they decided to call it.
I'm going to say they got him for the reach instead of the bump.
True.
It's only his second foul, only the team's fourth. Deep three by Knepp, off the iron, knocked out of bounds, and that's going to stay with East Knox. Moreland was able to knock Mariotti's hand into it, and they will retain possession here with 5:18 remaining in regulation. Knepp.
Now Mariotti switched off onto him.
Top of the key. Moreland over. And another foul. So the refs now starting to call the fouls.
Yeah, officials, I'm not sure. Maybe they didn't like the reach there. Thought he made some contact. Would have been a big steal for Mariotti to get away from Shane Knepp.
Mariotti's fourth, and now Ryan Powell will call a timeout.
So the Golden Knights with 5 fouls and the Bulldogs with 4 with 5:06 left to go here in the fourth quarter. With the pace of fouls that have been called here lately, we'll see how that comes into impact. So you take a look.
I want to see where the foul occurred. I guess he got him for wrapping around, but it's the right call, but you have to call it the whole time. Both ways, too. If East Knox starts getting called for the foul, a couple fouls that they don't get on their end, you have to keep consistent.
Right, it's a dangerous game as officials too, and I still, as I always do on these broadcasts, that's a very tough position to be in, so I always try to give credit where it's due. But it's something where you have to try and come in consistently. The first half we saw very physical, a lot of those weren't called. Third quarter, not so much either, so it's always interesting when you see it come down to crunch time where the decision-making changes.
Golden Knights with 5 fouls, East Knox with 4 fouls here in the second half. As the Bulldogs continue with this possession. That was Mariotti's fourth. So he'll have to sit back down with 5 minutes left. We probably won't see him until the final 2 minutes.
So it's definitely important that Maxon Lauer doesn't pick up an early foul here as well, still with a lot of time to go in the fourth.
Whitney. Cass all over him, gets the spin move, but gives it up to Lester. Bulldogs trail by 2. Moreland. Backdoor cut to Knepp. Knepp forces up the shot, though. No good.
Looking for a foul. He needs to get back down.
Chenier with great defense on that. And we're going to get a technical foul on Ryan Powell. Powell wanted the call against Shane Knepp. Didn't get it, and he's going to get teed up.
Yeah, and you can see him, he wants to continue to have a little bit more conversation. He needs to be careful, doesn't pick up a double tag here, which would be an ejection.
Nonetheless, Grant Bentley now with a chance to make this a 2-possession game. And here's I think he wanted Chenier for leaning in, maybe?
It's always difficult because we can't be in his mind right now, but there's been several occurrences tonight where I think Shane Knepp's fought through a little bit more contact than that even, so obviously sticking up for his team and his players here, and that might just be part of the motion of we have such a tight game here, Trav, so hard for either team to pull away right now.
Second free throw. Hits it, 3-point game, but I think he might have had a case right there.
Yeah.
Just because the fact that Chenier looked like he leaned into it just a little bit. But the referees, they have a breaking point. When enough's enough, they will call the tee. And it was during Northmore's possession down the court, so they will retain possession up 3. And this is a big possession now for them. They can extend this to 2 possessions, and I keep saying possessions. That's stolen away. Knepp somehow stays with it. Gets it stripped away, though, by Chenier. Both teams with turnovers. Quickly ahead, Cass swatted away. Wow! Take a look at the replay. Out of nowhere, Dylan Moreland comes up and says,
Quite the swat there, and you can see, things are getting very, very physical and chippy out there. Morrill needs to be careful he doesn't pick up a himself. Not sure how much taunting they can tolerate, but nonetheless, quite the impressive block.
Bentley fadeaway won't go. And then a foul against Andrew Armros. That'll be his second, team 6th. Take a look at the, got an arm, yeah, he held on to Ethan Ryan. That'll be his second, team 6th. So now the Bulldogs will be in the bonus next foul. 4 minutes left here in regulation. Northmore now by 3.
And the Golden Knights deciding to apply a little bit of pressure on the inbounds, even having Lauer and Armros down there on Nepp and Lester.
Nice backdoor cut, gets it inside. Ryan fakes it, puts it up, layup too strong, rebound put back good. Sam Whitney.
Again, the tale I've told earlier, follow your shot, even if it's not your shot. Sam Whitney got a nice 2 points to keep this a 1-point game.
Armros into the lane, he's double teamed, fights his way through, but Blade Tackett is gonna call a timeout before the move. So the Golden Knights, another timeout. They lead now 33-32. And if this is anything like the game I saw in January, we might be here a while, Hayden.
I was going to say, we talked earlier, you were on the call last year. This game went to double overtime between these two, and I believe it was 54-53, East Knox victorious. So, again, one of those things where sometimes you have one of those programs where this is just what happens, and I know we're getting ready to do a couple more shout-outs. Just, two of these schools right here, Northmor and East Knox, two of our most supportive communities, so we'd love to hear a few more shout-outs, Trav.
Nate Tobin, go Knights. Marcus Horton watching from the Ohio State University. Give the ball to Bentley. Not a bad idea. Terry Jacobs, let's go Dogs. And also want to give a shout-out to our sponsors. This high school basketball live stream brought to you live and free on the OH Report. Thanks to our sponsors, Morrow County Hospital, Park National Bank, Avita Workwell, Victory in the Village, and the Kilbuck Savings Bank. Thank you, everybody, for allowing us to bring these games to you live and free. Golden Knights out of the timeout would have it underneath the hoop. They lead by 1. Cass gets it into Bentley in the elbow. Back out to Armros, then to Chenier. 3:23 left. Chenier, crossover, over to Armros, fakes the 3. Looking for the back tour, instead gets it to Max Lauer. He'll work his way into the lane, pushes it up, and good. Max Lauer with 6, Northmore back up 3, 35-32.
And that move was just too easy for Max Lauer. A couple pushbacks, and then boom, he had a nice open look. Uses his one hand, nice soft touch. Could extend it back up to a 3-point lead.
Whitney with it. Handoff to Lester. And Coach Powell's going to get a 30-second timeout. Didn't like what he saw. Or maybe liked something that Northmore's defense was doing and wants to exploit it right here. But nonetheless, another timeout. Both teams with 2 left. Really didn't use any in the first half.
I was going to say, they've got some left, so both coaches taking advantage, and they're going to use those.
Well, we have a second. Let's take a look at those keys to the game. First for the Golden Knights, consistent pressure. They've been doing that. They've held the Bulldogs only to 32 points. Knocking down your shots, that's a different thing. 3-point-wise, they've only hit 1. I've said it a couple times, a bank 3. And then quickly on the other end for the Bulldogs, good cuts, dominate the paint. Pretty much even on the rebounding edge, so they've been doing that in the paint, and then their good cuts have led to some buckets. But once again, the defense by both ends really keeping each other in check.
Yeah, they're both high rebounding teams. Northmore averages about 29 rebounds per game, and East Knox 26, so something that was pretty evenly matched coming in, and we've been seeing that here so far.
Nepp, left side, gets through a screen. Chenier switches and gets on him. Takes it to the hole, gets the bucket. That was a great job. Somebody inside boxed out for East Knox and kept the double team from happening. We're back to a 1-point game. 20 points for Nepp, and there's a turnover. Nepp, right side, layup shot. Lester gets it. East Knox leads again. 36-35, 2:12 left in the game.
And that's what happens when you get a player like Shane Nepp out in the open court. He can get it done, whether it's scoring or finding that nice pass for the assist.
Cass, that's going to be a charge.
And none other than Peyton Lester down here on the other end, getting it done coast to coast. Got the 2 and got to take the charge for the team.
Mariotti will check back in as East Knox now looks to extend on their lead, up by 1 with 2 minutes remaining. Knapp.
And you see Max and Lauer back on Knapp with Armrow sitting down.
Switches the handoff. Looking for a screen. Lauer fights through it. Chenier got it in 1.
Shane Knapp, after a quiet second half start here, after a big first half, got to get a nice and 1 there on our Victory Village replay. And he's going to head to the line looking to make this a 4-point Bulldog lead.
In money time, Knapp has been money. 22 points. Make it 23. And a full timeout now by Ryan Powell. 39-35. East Knox on a run here. 6-0 run. Gives them the 4-point lead.
Yeah, they've had a nice offensive explosion here, and in money time, as you said, no better time for this to come for the Bulldogs. Definitely can't say this one's anywhere near over with still plenty of time left for Blade Tackett's Northmor Golden Knights to figure things out here, take advantage of this timeout called by the Bulldogs, and think about what they want to do here with this next possession.
If they haven't been able to hit the 3 tonight, but this would be the perfect time to get one.
Certainly.
And you have the shooters like Graham Bentley out there, Logan Mariotti, that can shoot the 3. And if one falls, then they start falling for you. All it takes is 1, and they're going to need that.
Yeah, Mariotti went on quite the run there against Fredericktown. He had kind of a cold first half back earlier in the week, but then in the second half, once you got them to fall, it was just lights out. So we'll see if they want to kind of stick to their roots and look for one of those, or if they're going to look to try and get a quick 2 inside.
1:37 left. Plenty of time for the Golden Knights if they can get a quick score here, but East Knox also in the bonus. They'll shoot 1 and 1 for the next foul. Cass just beats the 5-second call, gets it over to Bentley. Bentley will try to drive back out to Cass. Moreland on him. Gets the crossover. Out to Chenier. Just inside the 3-point line. Can't get it to fall. Rebound East Knox. They can run more clock.
That's a real tough shot. Chenier hit one from the right side, the closer side to you watching at home earlier. Those mid-range jump shots, very tricky, depth perception-wise, not able to get it to fall.
Under a minute to play. East Knox by 4. Moreland picks up his dribble, almost intercepted, but it's taken by Lester. Lester, trap, gets it around. East Knox continuing to run clock. And we will get a foul.
Yeah, and it was about time, if you're East Knox, you're looking to get that foul picked up because this is a difficult time. Northmor, with the situation they're in foul-wise, you wish you could spend more time looking to get a steal, but you just don't have the luxury of that. So they're going to send Moreland to the line, who tonight only has 1 point.
Gets the first. Coming into the night, he was 0 of 3 from the line. Tonight, 2 of 3.
Yeah, choosing the right time to knock down his first free throw of the year right there.
Doesn't get the second. Rebound to Lauer.
We'll see if Grayson Cass is going to drive to the hole.
Works his way through.
Wow.
Somehow gets the bucket to go. It's a 3-point game. Timeout Northmor.
We'll take another look at that if we've got it, and yes, we do.
Victory in the Village replay, just spun through the double team and gets the bucket to fall.
A beautiful move. The driving ability of Grayson Cass might be something you're looking for here to keep going with. It's been working for him. I know the deficit's 3, but maybe they can play kind of this, we're going to look to get quick buckets, foul East Knox, play that kind of game with them because right now, Grayson Cass is getting it done on those drives.
3-point game. Next foul, and the Bulldogs will be in the double bonus. That's big
that is
for
huge.
East Knox. With 2 chances to make this once again a 2-possession ball game.
I think you'll see a little bit of time with each team with only one timeout left. I don't think he'll do it very long, but I believe Blade Tackett here may give his team a chance to look for some steals quickly before choosing to foul right away, because we just talked about that double bonus is crucial.
Yeah, they'll probably go for a couple steals, but once it's across the timeline, that's when you got to go into foul territory. Make sure to stay tuned after the game for our Avita Work Well post game, including the Killbuck Savings Bank MVP. All that and more coming up after the game right here, live and free on the OH Report. Golden Knights in a full court press. Leicester will inbound, 35 seconds left here at the Castle. Moreland, he will go back to the line. He's fouled by Andrew Armros, his third. They got the double team on him at first.
Yeah.
Lauer broke off to go after Knepp, and it allowed him to go down the sideline, and that's when Armros saw that he needed the foul.
So Moreland one of two last time he was at the line here this year, where he knocked down his first free throw of the year. So we'll see here some crucial free throws coming up in clutch time.
Misses the first. Huge free throw now coming up for Moreland to extend this to a two-possession game.
And I'm having some very familiar flashbacks to earlier in the week with Fredericktown. This free throw huge to see how this one's going to finish.
Tackett does have one timeout left. Same for Ryan Powell. Second free throw. Somehow gets it to bank in. One of two once again. Cass. Driving. Forces it up.
Wow.
No call.
So no call from the officials there. Cass looking for the contact.
Just the way he was forcing it up, it didn't. Mariotti's going to get called for the foul. And that will bring Peyton Lester now to the line to shoot. Peyton Lester, 57% from the line. He's 4 of 7 in this early season for them, third game.
So Mariotti's going to sit down, fouling out on the evening. That's going to bring in Folk, but he's also a guy who can step up and hit a three. So some big time for him here and money time.
Makes the first easily.
So we'll see, depending on the result of this free throw, whether they'll come down looking for a three right away, if they got time for a quick two.
Misses the second. Lauer with the rebound. Chenier spins around, shoots it off the front iron, doesn't get it. Rebound East Knox, and they're going to get away with this victory here. Hard-fought victory for the Bulldogs. They're going to go to 3-0 in the conference.
Yeah, I think the state of basketball in the KMAC right now is you look at these two teams here on the floor tonight. East Knox, I mean, had a good season last year, finished 4th in the conference, though, and right now they're putting themselves in a good position. They're going to sit at second and pending a huge Mount Gilead comeback over in the Centerburg game, but fantastic early season start here for East Knox. Northmor, tough break here tonight. They played a very, very physical game against a really good team, so again, I think they're building experience as well, still close to that win total from last year already, so I think the KMAC's very open right now.
Second free throw. In and out. Offensive rebound, puts it back and in. That will clinch it. Cass, layup, misses. Lauer's put back, doesn't go, and that will do it. East Knox comes into the Castle and pulls off a big 45-37 victory over the Golden Knights to improve to 3-0 and 3-0 in the conference. Stick around after the break. We'll have our Killbuck Savings Bank MVP and much, much more right here live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
The Bulldogs of East Knox come into the castle and come out unbeaten with the 45-37 victory over the Northmor Golden Knights with a big run down the stretch. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray here from the castle as we bring you our final stats here in the Avita Work Well post-game. 18 field goals for East Knox, all from the two-point variety. 14 for the Golden Knights, one of those coming from beyond the arc. Even rebounding night. Fouls, the Golden Knights, a lot more fouls here in the second half. They had the foul to get guys on the floor. 12 turnovers to 10, and then free throws. The Golden Knights were good. 8 of 10 for the Golden Knights. 9 of 16 East Knox. Something they need to work on, but other than that, they pull out the big victory.
Yeah, I'll real quickly go through this. East Knox, the rebounding, kind of what we expected, an even matchup here tonight, but I think they did a really good job forcing those 12 turnovers for Northmor. Those were big, get some nice points for them, and they've proven that they can do it without having to sink a three-pointer. So a very dangerous team, and we've got a great score for them sitting right over here.
So we're going to take a quick timeout and be back with our Killbuck Savings Bank MVP. That is Shane Knapp. We'll talk to him right after this.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Available to care for your athlete with same-day appointment options. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Alrighty, I'm back here with our Killbucks Savings Bank player of the game, Shane Knepp. Shane, huge victory here tonight in the KMAC showdown against Northmor. 24 points for you on the night. You were driving really, really well tonight. Things were going well, physical play, but how are you able to get it done? How are you able to find those open looks and get those layups that you were looking for in the paint tonight?
I think it just, our offense, we like to spread it out, and when other people are making cuts, other people are driving, it really just opens up the defense for me to find those lanes.
So far this year, you're averaging 20.5 points per game. What's adding that on tonight will go up. What's the difference, do you think, so far for you this year early on with 3 games played from last year? What's been going on that's allowed you to find some success here offensively?
A lot of work in the off season. I was shooting a lot, and also a lot of work in the weight room. Yeah, I feel a lot stronger, and I feel like it shows down in the paint.
Certainly. And obviously, you know, 3rd game here tonight. Centerburg looks like they're going to get a win tonight, so they're still going to sit atop, but you guys are right behind them, still undefeated in 2nd place in the KMAC. What are your goals as a team moving forward with the rest of the season, what you have? What are those middle of the season and end of the season goals that you guys all collectively have as a team?
Just right now, just putting ourselves in the spot for KMAC. You know, it's only the 3rd game, so we're not winning KMAC right now, but just to put ourselves in the spot to win it eventually, you know. And then, and we just want to make a good run. That's all we want really aiming for.
Well, and now's your opportunity. If there's anyone you want to give a shout out to, you're no stranger to our interview, so you can take a look in that camera. If you want to thank anyone out in the East Knox community, teammates, players, go for it.
Just thanks from everyone from Knox County for watching, and all the Bulldog fans that traveled to Northmor.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Shane. Again, that is Shane Knepp, our Killbucks Savings Bank player of the game. And that is going to be all we have here from Northmor, from the Castle. Again, East Knox victorious this evening. And Travis, I'm going to let you thank all of our sponsors here.
Well, first we got to thank our camera person, Storm Blunchley, as always doing a great job up here with the moving pictures. Want to thank our sponsors, commercial sponsors, Morrow County Bank, Morrow County Hospital, Park National Bank. Sorry I got you two intertwined, but Morrow County Hospital, Park National Bank are commercial sponsors. Pre-half and post-game, Avita Workwell. Our scoreboard, Morrow County Hospital. Our replay, Victory in the Village Smoothie and Juice Bar, located on 149 Iberia Street in Mount Gilead. And our MVP sponsor, Killbucks Savings Bank. We also want to thank Blade Tackett and the Northmor Athletic Department for allowing us to be here tonight. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for tuning into a very good one at that, as the Bulldogs pull away with the victory. Anything you want to say, Hayden, before we say so long?
Man, it's always hard to echo those same perfectly worded sentiments. But thanks again, obviously, everyone, for tuning in. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys tuning in. I want a second thank you to everyone back at the OH Report, Adam Thompson, Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, and everyone here tonight with me, Travis Berardi, Storm Blunchley. Couldn't ask for a better crew to work with, so thank you for tuning in. Great game tonight, and we're going to be coming right back at you tomorrow with a doubleheader. Join Travis and I again over at Crestview as the boys and girls both take on Western Reserve.
That'll do it from here. For Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi with your score one final time. East Knox moves to 3-0 with a 45-37 victory over the Golden Knights of Northmor. But for now, so long from North Bloomfield Township.